This November is the Wikipedia Asian month. Come join us. Open main menu. Search. Edit. Watch this page or read in another language. Federal Reserve System. The Fed redirects here. For the Welsh Trade Union, see South Wales Miners Federation. For other uses, see the Fed disambiguation. The Federal Reserve System, also known as the Federal Reserve or simply the Fed, is the central banking system of the United States. It was created on December 23, 1913, with the enactment of the Federal Reserve Act. After a series of financial panics, particularly the Panic of 1907, led to the desire for central control of the monetary system in order to alleviate financial crises. List 1. Over the years, events such as the Great Depression in the 1930s and the Great Recession during the 2000s have led to the expansion of the roles and responsibilities of the Federal Reserve System. 4, 9, 10. Federal Reserve System. Seal of the Federal Reserve System. Flag of the Federal Reserve System. Headquarters Eccles Building, Washington, D.C., U.S. Established December 23, 1913, 103 years ago. Chair Janet Yellen. Central Bank of United States. Currency United States dollar. USD ISO 4217. Reserve requirements 0 to 10%. Bank rate 0.6% to 1.50%. 1. Interest rate target 1.0% to 1.25%. 2. Interest on reserves 1.25%. Interest paid on excess reserves. Yes. Website. Official website. The U.S. Congress established 3 key objectives for monetary policy in the Federal Reserve Act: maximizing employment, stabilizing prices, and moderating long-term interest rates. 11. The first 2 objectives are sometimes referred to as the Federal Reserve's dual mandate. 12. Its duties have expanded over the years, and as of 2009 also include supervising and regulating banks, maintaining the stability of the financial system and providing financial services to depository institutions, the U.S. government, and foreign official institutions. 13. The Fed conducts research into the economy and provides numerous publications, such as the Beige Book and the Fred Database. The Federal Reserve System is composed of several layers. It is governed by the presidentially appointed Board of Governors of Federal Reserve Board, FRB. 12 regional Federal Reserve banks, located in cities throughout the nation, oversee the privately owned U.S. member banks. 14, 15, 16 nationally chartered commercial banks are required to hold stock in the Federal Reserve Bank of their region, which entitles them to elect some of their board members. The Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, sets monetary policy. It consists of all 7 members of the Board of Governors and the 12 regional bank presidents, though only 5 bank presidents vote at any given time. The president of the New York Fed and 4 others who rotate through 1-year terms. There are also various advisory councils. Thus, the Federal Reserve System has both public and private components. List 2. The structure is considered unique among central banks. It is also unusual in that the United States Department of the Treasury, an entity outside of the central bank, prints the currency used. 21. Although an instrument of the U.S. government, the Federal Reserve System considers itself an independent central bank because its monetary policy decisions do not have to be approved by the President or anyone else in the executive or legislative branches of government. It does not receive funding appropriated by the Congress, and the terms of the members of the Board of Governors span multiple presidential and congressional terms. 22. The federal government sets the salaries of the board's 7 governors. The federal government receives all the system's annual profits after a statutory dividend of 6% on member banks' capital investment is paid and an account surplus is maintained. In 2015, the Federal Reserve made a profit of $100.2 billion and transferred $97.7 billion to the U.S. Treasury. 23. Purpose, structure, monetary policy, history, measurement of economic variables, budget, net worth. Criticism. See also, references, bibliography, external links. Last edited 1 day ago by Ravensfire. Content is available under CC by SA 3.0 unless otherwise noted. Terms of use: Privacy Desktop. This November is the Wiki